Up next, we have Cherie Henderson from Communications, who will present Living While Dying, Terminal Illness Narratives and the Cultural Construction of the End of Life.
When I was 33, I found out that I had cancer, advanced cancer. For 18 months, I put my head down and I just tried to get through it. The chemotherapy, the radiation, the surgeries, the very real fear that I was going to die. And when the treatment ended, I had the sense that now I was supposed to be Lance Armstrong and go win the Tour de France. And it was discouraging because my life had turned upside down and I was exhausted. And that's why illness stories matter. They reveal our cultural assumptions about illness, how we're supposed to think, what we're supposed to do. What I was hearing was the triumph narrative, the story that we fight like heck and we come back stronger than ever. Now, the triumph narrative helps a lot of people get through a rocky time, but it has problems because it pushes away the hard parts. You could say that it's gaslighting. The scholars have done a lot of thinking about illness narratives, but very few have looked at narratives of terminal illness. And that matters because I found that they're actually quite different. People who survive their illness tend to talk about how it changed them, how they went from before to after. People with terminal illness don't have that after. So what's going on in these stories? I have read dozens of books, blogs, Twitter feeds, and more, using the tools of close reading to find out how they work. People with terminal illness know that they won't triumph over their illness, but they can have what I call an alternative triumph, finding ways to make their remaining time meaningful, whatever that means to them. Because there's a tension. Yes, these storytellers will die soon, but right now they're still living. Analyzing these stories teaches us how people think about living while dying. And that gives us cues as we think through decisions about quality of life at the end of life, whether we're a healthcare provider, a policymaker, or a family caregiver. Things like, how do we evaluate treatment options? What kinds of social support should we offer? Truly listening to the stories that dying people are telling helps us create a better ethic of caregiving. Truly listening helps us create better dying for all of us.